Hey friends, thank you so much for coming on to the House of Jen. Today we are, look at this, it's a sunflower. Okay, so you know it's a sunflower, but it's not just any sunflower. Sunflowers are Trader Joe's sunflowers. I feel like are the best, maybe because I am really happy every time I walk into Trader Joe's. But if you have a large scale flower arrangement that you want to create to have a big impact, let's say at a large dinner table, or you really want it to really stand out in photography. Okay, summer weddings, how beautiful. I think sunflowers are really, really happy. And I love the name of the sunflower because it is a sunflower. It literally is a sunflower. So it has this little internal clock. It's so interesting. And it does this like solar tracking. So it actually turns it like its neck in the direction of the sun, and it grows in the direction of the sun. So isn't that fascinating? Is that not incredible? Kind of like a circadian rhythm about when you internally wake up and go to sleep. So the sun, when they're really, really young and they're little, the young sunflowers start facing towards the east. But then during the day, as they get the sunlight, they start turning towards the west. And then when they get really mature, their internal clock just kind of stays necked towards the east. But that's still good because it attracts like 5 times more pollinators. So that's why you're going to see, so when you get them, don't be concerned because some of them are going to be facing different directions depending on their precise point from which they were picked when they were solar tracking. So no worries about that. That actually gives it personality. So if you've seen like the Vincent van Gogh famous sunflower painting, it's really fun. So I chose, you want to get kind of a taller vase. I thought about going with a really, really big jar and just kind of like harum scarum, just kind of put them in. But I kind of like the support that this has. So I also have a tub of water, a bowl of water here. And you'll want to cut these at a 45-degree angle, actually underwater, which is interesting. So we're going to try this. And if I can't do them all, I mean, this is ideally, okay. Is that a 40? Don't get out your measures, but okay. So it's probably a little bit more up, but that works for now. I'm also going to, I might even leave that leaf. It has a little personality. We might leave you there. And this has floral food and bleach water. My husband always like prepares my vases. It's my love language. Love it. He actually loves the sunflowers. It's one of his favorite flowers. And I just think they're friendly, they're happy. And today I was just wanting to do something simple. Like some days, I don't know, it's kind of like you want to be very, very creative and just, do all the floral foams. But if you have not a lot of time and you have an event, I would highly recommend sunflowers because you can put everybody to work on this project. Otherwise, you would have to just kind of create it yourself. And it's happier when you get the whole group to like chime in. Okay, so I'm just kind of naturally crisscrossing. I'm not using any floral tape for these because it would get in the way. Because you see how thick the stems are? So you don't really want to use floral tape. You just want to kind of naturally crisscross the flowers. And y'all, I picked up 3 large bunches of the flowers and they were super cheap. Mine were approximately $5 and then my greens were like $4 per bunch. I also picked up some St. John's wort for some berries. So you want to get you could do like little white, cute little wildflowers. That would be really pretty. You could also do some yellow roses or some white roses. I personally wouldn't add any color to this arrangement because you really want the sunflowers to be your focal point flower. They really, really don't want to compete. You want it to be simple and just very kind of poetic. So my husband found this greenery. I don't know why, but it just goes perfect with, probably because these are kind of ruffly, and I'm just so completely obsessed with this greenery. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think for the scale of the piece, I'm gonna just kind of leave what I have right here. And we're gonna stick this in. Oh, leaf. The only thing is some of these bushy plants, if you see the leaf, just go, you know, in there and get it out. But okay, so we're gonna put a little leaf here. Oh, I think that looks nice, just to tuck it in. And then we're going to take another branch and take, which one? Y'all, one just fell on the floor. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna take this other big, this one's too big. You know, if it is too big, don't stress over it. Just use the pieces that you want, okay? I used to think like, I don't know why, that I had to use like how it came. And I was like, no, I mean, you can totally, you know, if I just wanted to use just one little thing, you can do it. So, you know, have freedom in that. And then just kind of take off a few of the leaves. You know, they have all these little things you can buy that do this, but I just think it's more fun just to use my hands. So, okay. So I have this, and I want to kind of just tuck it in on the other side very flamboyantly. You can kind of bend them a little bit with your hands to make them go in the direction that you want to go. And let's do one more. Do one more. You could use what you got in your yard, but you may not find like the really fun texture, which is another reason to just go ahead and buy it. It's only like $4. So, okay. So that looks really, really good. And now I'm just going to tuck in a few berries, y'all. I think this is like the easiest arrangement I've ever done in my entire life. I love the look of St. John's wort. Just be like, this one came with one little dangling thing. So just make sure, because that will turn brown if you don't plop it off. So there we go, plop it off, cut it off, whatever. Okay, and so we're just going to tuck this one kind of in between, just whimsically. And you can go higher or lower. I'm just choose to go a little higher. Also, you want to vary the heights in different, see how this is higher and the sunflowers are lower. It just gives it more movement, rhythm, just like a song. You don't want your flowers to all be like little soldiers all in a row. You want them to all kind of go in their different directions, which gives it more personality. So, okay, so I'm going to take another one here, and I think I'm going to go shorter in the back. My husband's like, you didn't bring your turntable, and he's so right. But I was like, I don't know. For like floral foam, I would probably do that, but for this whimsical little sunflower, I think we're just going to go right there. Okay, I like this one positioned a little bit lower. I think that's just fantastic because that's where it needs to go. And then this one, I think I'm just going to stick up a little, well, it's a little too tall. You know what we need? We need another sunflower. Sometimes you don't know until you know. I'm going to put that one right there. And now let's just add up some more sunflowers. Okay, because I have a lot of sunflowers, I'm going to be choosy. This one has a really fun angle. So I'm going to choose this one and cut it underwater so it can get all that wonderful water cut in the stem, in the base of the stem, and get its, I should have put floral food in there. I didn't, it's just water, but that would be even better. Okay, put this one right over here, and then kind of turn it around, angle it. You can always move them around, and then you want kind of one of your sunflowers to be more of a focal sunflower. Okay, on the back here, I want to add another sunflower. I think the more, the better. You don't want it to be super crowded. Again, you know, you don't want them to be like in a concert seating arrangement where you can't breathe and you feel suffocated. You want have a little bit of room. Okay. I think that looks good. I like how that one has a different angle. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do one more, 7 or 8. 7 or 8. Okay. This one's super fun. It's angled out. Let's do that one and put you right here. Okay. This is looking fun. It's looking whimsical. It has movement. I'm really, really liking this. This one really didn't take any time to create at all. Guys, I would highly recommend sunflowers. I tell you why. In the summertime, if you're doing a summer wedding and you have 5 million details, you don't want to stress on flowers and you want to save money and you want to do it yourself. Sunflowers. Get the sunflowers. That way it's just so much easier and you don't have to worry, and it makes they're sturdy, they make such a statement, they're friendly, they're happy, they're going to add a splash of color, they're going to look gorgeous in the black and white filter for your photos, and the sepia filter, and of course the bright colorful filter. So I could always add some more, but you know what? I'm probably going to add some others all throughout the house because flowers make me happy and they're going to make you happy too. So, oh my goodness, get you some sunflower arrangement. I hope this gave you some fun ideas, and please, I try to post a video every Thursday. So like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.